She what?
She's a bottle girl at a party. She works at Jamaican party every weekend. Every Tuesday, I mean.
Where's that at?
It's right down the road in this plaza down here. I don't know the exact place, but it's a plaza.
On Commercial or no? In Lauderhill?
On Commercial.
On Commercial?
Yeah, I think it's on Commercial.
Gotcha, nigga!
Or how about the audacity of you to come up on this stand and waste taxpayer dollars and tell them a crock of garbage to everyone in the courtroom about your blackout reasoning? You sat here and you stared at me and my family, my aunt, in our eyes, taunting us for 3 long years, showing absolutely not one drop of remorse for what you've done. In fact, your stare showed an expression of, so what? Yeah, I did it, and I do it again. 37 times you displayed that you deserve a life sentence over and over again.
Greetings and welcome to my viewers and subscribers. Big up on yourself, wagwan, and everything good. Welcome again to each channel. In today's video, my people, see, we have this 31-year-old female, which is a Jamaican, get life sentence in Florida. Why? Because she got unalive a 23-year-old woman from Florida. Over man. And that me I tell you, over man. Mash up our little future. Zane and left her next family in a trauma. You know what I mean? So today, people, we have 2 clips to play. One of them, after the murder was committed, and the responders them go there at the apartment. Who made the first phone call? Who was first there on the ground after the murder was committed? Guess who? The same man with the female left from New York. We got unalive this female from Florida for. Yes, my people. He was the first one on the ground. He was the first one to call 911 or 119. So to them people, you're going to play the clip there. You can't play a light, you're going to play some important part of the clip there. Zane, and we have our next clip to play when she gets sentenced in the courtroom. So you can hear from the victim family and the judge. Zane, my people, and then we're going to analyze it because over here some people, we talk truth and we talk reality. So just watch these 2 clips, my people, and we're going to analyze it after. Zane, and leave on the thoughts and drop a like on the video. Big up on yourself. Give thanks. Banging.
When she went to the extreme to take out another woman she thought was standing in her way.
So when I came back the second time, I seen her car outside. I'm like, she has to be here. So when I came, I knocked really hard, and she has a little dog, and she didn't answer. So I just tried the door, and when I opened the door, she was on the floor.
A Broward County deputy responds to the Tarmac Village apartment complex. They learn a woman is unresponsive while in her 2nd floor apartment.
Does she live alone?
No, with her mom, but her mom is a flight attendant. No one there.
How do you have access to the house?
I can't.
Don't touch anything. Keep your hands exactly the way they are.
I didn't have.
7 Bravo 1. How far is Bravo 2?
I didn't have access. I've been.
200? What number?
200. Monitor.
How did you get access inside?
I don't have access. I've been calling her all morning, and she wasn't answering the phone. And I came here the first time, and I just knocked. And I was like, I seen her car. I didn't see her car in the parking lot. She always parking in the handicap. So when I came back the second time, I seen her car outside. I'm like, she has to be here. So when I came, I knocked really hard, and she has a little dog, and she didn't answer. So I just tried the door, and when I opened the door, she was on the floor.
The door was unlocked?
Yeah, the door was unlocked.
So have you been in the house?
Just have, yes, and I just came the second time.
Did you see anybody in the residence?
No.
I just want to get some more information before I get in there.
No.
Okay. Alright. When I'm done with this, stay tight. I'm running to talk to a lot.
No problem. But she worked a party last night, and then that was it. And I called her this morning. I was calling her this morning, texting her, and her phone was delivering it to me.
Who is she to you? Sorry.
She's like my girlfriend.
No, that's fine.
Yes, she's like my girlfriend. Yes. Yes. To the left. Okay.
7 Bravo 1. You can be traffic while I clear the residence.
One person's got to go in. That's it. So
The apartment belonged to 23-year-old Kayla Hodgson and her mom. We can't show you what first responders found inside the home because it's truly that gruesome. Inside there was blood everywhere, and Kayla was unresponsive, lying in a pool of her own blood.
She's gonna be right there when you go in.
Yep.
Yeah, she's right there. Just go down. I'm gonna stay with you. I don't want you to be right by the door.
Oh, it's okay. So you've been dating her for about a year?
Yes.
Are you her only boyfriend?
I have no idea.
Okay,
Just
no
mess
problem.
around.
Okay. And for about a year.
Yes.
How did you meet her?
We met at a party through mutual friends.
Okay.
One of her friends deals with one of my friends.
Who does she live here with?
Her mother's a travel attendant.
Mother is a traveling
Not a
attendant.
travel attendant.
Flight attendant?
Flight attendant. I'm sorry.
Do you have any of her information, phone number, or anything like that?
Yes, I have her phone number.
Okay. You know her name?
Kayla.
Her mother's name is Kayla?
No, I don't know her mother's name.
Okay. When's the last time you spoke to her?
Yesterday.
Yesterday at what time?
Right before she went to. Matter of fact, I came here yesterday to pick up some money from her around. I had a flight. I came in. I had a flight. I say I got here around 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock yesterday, and then she broke the party.
Hold on. You were here yesterday at 7 o'clock?
7 o'clock.
PM or AM?
PM.
7 PM, you were here?
Yes.
And she was here?
She was here. It was her and her dog.
You said you picked up money from her?
Yeah, I picked up money from her. I had some money because I do real estate.
Okay.
And I had some money wired to her.
Oh,
I
okay.
got the money from her.
Okay, hold on one
At
second.
a party.
She what?
She's a bottle girl at a party. She works a Jamaican party every weekend.
Hold on.
Every Tuesday, I mean.
Where's that at?
It's right down the road in this plaza down here. I don't know the exact place, but it's a plaza.
On Commercial or no? In Lauderhill?
On Commercial.
On Commercial
Yeah, I think
Boulevard?
it's on Commercial.
Everything went according to plan, except being discovered. Took some of Kayla's personal items, dragged Kayla out of the way in her own blood, away from the door, and left, disguised in Kayla's attire.
But the defense argued a completely different theory. They owned up during trial that Sakina did kill Kayla, but that it was for self-defense.
This woman-to-woman conversation that Sakina had in mind had escalated and it turned into something more than what she planned when she went to go talk to Kayla woman-to-woman. She was afraid to call the police. Why would they believe her? She panicked.
First, I want you to take a look and see how many people dearly loved my sister. There are many more, and I can't say the same for you. This type of love and support will never go away and will always be here. For the rest of your existence, you will have to look in the mirror every day, regret your decisions, and think about how foolish you are. I hope all your nights are filled with regret and loneliness, that you will never be able to see or hold your family again. Judge, I was advised not to say a lot more that I had to say. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
On July 13th, around 3:30, I received a phone call that Kayla was found dead in her home. The very first question I asked God in the midst of all my tears laying on the floor was, who would do this to Kayla? You see, Kayla was the type of person that you didn't get to meet twice in life. She had a spirit that shined so bright, every single room she walked into would light up like Times Square on New Year's Eve. She was a people person, easy to have a conversation with a stranger and leave you with the feeling that you've known her all your life. She was caring, the type to give you the shirt off her back if you were in need. She was family oriented, the one to always make the time to spend with family, no matter what responsibility she had to attend to. Family always came first, Kayla. She was loyal, the type to have your back and best interest in a room of people talking bad about you that you weren't present to witness. She was humble, the type to compliment the loner, awkward girl in the corner of the room and make her feel like she was the most prettiest main attraction there. All of these great qualities in a person, I almost wrecked my brain out asking myself who would want to destroy such a light. Only to discover this jealous, insecure individual had the audacity to ruin my entire life. Who gave you the right to come into her home and do this to her? What makes you think you can violate someone's right of human life and take it away and just live a normal life after, as if nothing has happened? Or how about the audacity of you to come up on this stand and waste taxpayer dollars and tell them a crock of garbage to everyone in the courtroom about your blackout reasoning? You sat here and you stared at me and my family, my aunt, in our eyes, taunting us for 3 long years, showing absolutely not one drop of remorse for what you've done. In fact, your stare showed an expression of, so what? Yeah, I did it, and I do it again. 37 times you displayed that you deserve a life sentence over and over again. Stalking Kayla's Instagram for months, searching Terry's phone for any possible evidence displaying their interaction, prank calling her phone for weeks pretending to be someone else. Tell me what you thought every time you searched One Princess K on Instagram. You've seen a beautiful girl with a banging body, vibrant personality, the complete, total opposite from what you see when you stand in front of the mirror. That killed you so much, you wanted to damage her face. That's why you did what you did. But know this, if Kayla was alive, even with those scars on her face, she would have still been the most beautiful girl in the room. She would be more gorgeous than you could ever be. Your mind is so warped because the only person who benefited in this whole situation was Terry. He finally got to get rid of you. He can now enjoy his life without having to ever worry about you stalking another female interest he may have or toxically attacking him again. I now beg the judge to grant my family and other potential families that this thing has admitted to also stalking the peace we deserve and throw you in jail for the rest of your worthless life.
Bennett was in the beauty business, and the beauty business is what led the police to the defendant through the DNA sample that was found underneath the fingernail of the victim. With that, I also understand I have no discretion whatsoever, nor would I want any discretion whatsoever with regard to this particular case. I do believe the defendant needs to go to prison. I do believe the defendant's, in this particular situation's crime was heinous in the way she tracked down, located, showed up, and then killed Ms. Thompson. With that, the court does sentence Ms. Thompson to adjudicate her guilty sentence to life in prison. Under Florida's criminal punishment code, that's without parole. And she will serve the remainder of her life in prison. And anything else?
Order restitution.
Court will order reserve restitution. The outstanding court costs and will be a civil lien. With that, anything further with regard to the defendant? Okay.
So the brother wanna see in that video, he was the first on the ground. That was the man, that is the man that the female flew from New York to go analyze the 23-year-old female for. Kayla Hudson. Sakina Thompson fly from New York to go analyze Kayla Hudson over this man you want to see on the screen. Zane, and he was the first to be on the ground to realize that she unresponsive and call 911. It's a crazy, crazy end to a love story, people. Crazy end. You know what I mean? But the reason why we bring up that story because it's a Jamaican female that is involved. And she's a young female too. Have her skill and them thing with the America. I do a little nail business and them thing there. You see? And I live a little life. Find a one man, things never work out for her. The man move on, go on the next woman, and she take it to heart and go analyze the female, young female, and left the family traumatized by the whole situation. For the rest of them life. Now she left Kayla Hudson family traumatized by the whole thing. Now Kayla mother, sister, cousin, brother, grandmother, co-workers, best friend, all them people but from Kayla's side now go see her again because she on the ground. Condolences goes out to that family. Young female, nice female. Look on her picture and think, nice female, nice young female. Zane, now both of them life gone down the drain. Cause one gone to prison and one gone on the ground. And the man move on and gone with the next female. Zane, so when you can hear in the courtroom or the family sound from the victim side. Them hurt by it, them traumatized by it. You see me as a people because the whole family love the girl, love Kayla. I'm telling you people, it's sad for no say she lose her life that way. You know what I mean? Or Sakina Thompson plan her way through the whole thing, premeditate the whole thing for fly from New York, go to Florida, or pretend to be someone else and gain entrance to the female apartment and forgot analyze the girl. That it's a deep premeditation kind of act them out there, you know. You see me? No joke, man. So it's sad, man. Let this be a lesson to all our people out there who go through domestic violence and them thing there. Zane, make this be a lesson. If it not work out, let go and move on. It's not worth it if you go satisfy your ignorance because it will become your torment. Let this be a lesson to all young people who go through relationship problem and them thing there. If it not work out and when you the partner move on and gone, let go, man. Go heal yourself. You know what I mean? Go sit in and reason with yourself. Don't go make no foolish choice and go give away your life and them things and go put other people through trauma because of your emotional feeling. I tell you people because it's not a good look for see your fellow Jamaican them and dash them life so. Worse when them out there in the world or in the diaspora. You know what I mean? It's not a good look, my people. So we could learn from this, Zane, and let this be a learning message to all young people or anybody at all who go through relationship problem. You see me I say? Like up the video, leave your thoughts, share it out and tell a friend. We give thanks. Big up on yourself. Banging.